You might have noticed that as you get older, those sudden stabbing cramps show up more often, just when you're trying to relax or sleep. One moment you're fine, the next your calf seizes up like it has a mind of its own. Sound familiar? You're not alone. Muscle cramps are incredibly common among older adults, and they're not just an inconvenience. They can be painful, exhausting, and downright frustrating. What's worse is that they often feel unpredictable, like your body is betraying you without warning. But there's a reason behind those cramps, and more importantly, there are things you can do about them. In this video, you're going to learn exactly why muscle cramps become more frequent and more intense as you age. You'll understand what's going on inside your body, your muscles, your nerves, your blood flow, and how simple changes in your routine could make a big difference. Whether you're getting cramps during the night after exercise or even while sitting still, this video will help you get to the root of the issue. So let's dive into the science and solutions behind age-related muscle cramps and give your body the relief it's asking for. If you've ever woken up in the middle of the night clutching your leg in pain, then this channel is for you. We break down real health topics in ways that are simple, useful, and focused on your stage of life. Don't miss out. Hit that subscribe button right now. Tap like if you've ever had a muscle cramp and want to avoid the next one. And in the comments, just type yes if you want more videos about senior health and practical ways to stay active, pain-free, and confident as you age. 1. Dehydration and electrolyte imbalance. As you age, your body becomes less efficient at holding on to water. That might not sound serious, but even slight dehydration can have powerful effects, especially on your muscles. You may not feel thirsty as often as you used to, and your kidneys might not conserve water like they once did. That quiet loss of hydration is one of the hidden reasons behind the cramps that keep sneaking up on you. But it's not just about water. Your muscles also depend on a delicate balance of minerals electrolytes to function properly. These include sodium, potassium, magnesium, and calcium. They work like tiny electrical messengers that help your muscles contract and relax smoothly. When any of them drop too low, your muscles can get confused and spasm suddenly. And here's the kicker. Older adults often have a harder time keeping these electrolytes in balance. You might be eating less due to a reduced appetite, sweating more from heat or medication, or urinating more frequently because of blood pressure pills or diuretics. All of this depletes the very minerals your muscles need to stay calm and under control. If you've ever had a cramp and thought, but I didn't even do anything, this could be the reason. Your body might be quietly crying out for hydration and mineral support. To help prevent this, try sipping water regularly throughout the day, even if you're not thirsty. Add in some electrolyte-rich foods like bananas, oranges, spinach, avocados, and yogurt. And talk to your doctor before using any supplements, especially if you're on medications that affect fluid balance. A little attention to hydration and minerals can go a long way in giving your muscles what they need. 2. Loss of muscle mass and strength sarcopenia. You might not notice it happening day by day, but starting in your 30s and 40s, your muscles slowly begin to shrink and weaken. By the time you're in your 60s or 70s, this natural process called sarcopenia can become much more noticeable. And one of its side effects is an increased tendency for muscle cramps. Why does this happen? When your muscles lose size and strength, they also lose some of their ability to stretch, contract, and recover properly. They become more sensitive to sudden movements or changes in position. That stiffness and weakness can set the stage for cramps, especially in areas like the calves, thighs, or feet. And it's not just about aging, it's also about movement. If you've been less active lately, or if joint pain or health conditions have kept you from exercising regularly, your muscles may not be getting the stimulation they need. Unused muscles don't just weaken, they become more prone to spasms and twitching even during rest. Cramping often happens when a weak muscle is suddenly asked to do something it's not ready for, like pointing your toes in bed or standing up after sitting for a while. That muscle gets overwhelmed and responds with a painful contraction. The good news, you can slow this process down. Light strength training, stretching, walking, or even chair exercises can all help keep your muscles active and better prepared for daily movement. You don't need to lift heavy weights or run marathons. Just regular, gentle motion keeps your muscle fibers flexible and less likely to cramp. So if you've been waking up with cramps or feeling twitching after sitting still, your muscles might simply be asking you to move more often and move more gently. 3. Poor circulation and vascular changes. As you get older, your blood vessels naturally become less flexible. They may narrow or harden over time, making it harder for blood to reach your muscles, especially in the lower legs and feet. And when blood flow is reduced, your muscles aren't getting enough oxygen or nutrients. That's one of the most overlooked triggers for muscle cramps in older adults. You might have noticed cramps showing up when you're resting, especially at night. That's because during sleep or when you're lying down, circulation slows even more. Without that steady flow of oxygen-rich blood, your muscles can start to spasm. It's like they're struggling to breathe, and cramping is how they call out for help. Conditions like peripheral artery disease. PAD can make this worse. PAD happens when the arteries in your legs become narrowed due to plaque buildup. It's common in older adults, especially if you have a history of smoking, diabetes, or high cholesterol. If your cramps are accompanied by pain when walking or numbness in your feet, it's worth getting checked for PAD. But even without PAD, simple aging can affect circulation. Sitting for long periods, not elevating your feet, or wearing tight clothing can all reduce blood flow to your limbs. When the flow slows down, your muscles struggle and they cramp. To support better circulation, try standing up and moving around every hour during the day. Gentle leg stretches, ankle rolls, or walking in place can all help. When resting, elevate your legs slightly to help blood return to the heart. And if you suspect poor circulation is playing a role in your cramps, a vascular checkup might be the best next step. Your muscles rely on your blood vessels, and when the delivery system weakens, cramps can be the painful result. 4. Nerve function deterioration. As you age, your nervous system, just like your muscles and blood vessels, undergoes subtle but impactful changes. The nerves that communicate with your muscles may begin to deteriorate, slow down, or misfire. And when those signals get scrambled or delayed, the result can be an unexpected, painful muscle cramp. You see, every time a muscle moves, it does so because of a precise message sent from your nerves. But when those nerves become damaged or compressed even slightly, that message can go haywire. Your muscle might contract without warning and then refuse to relax. That's what you feel as a cramp. Certain health conditions make this worse. Diabetes, for example, can damage small nerves in your feet and legs over time. Spinal stenosis, a narrowing of the spinal canal, can pinch the nerves that travel to your lower limbs. Even mild nerve compression, like from sitting awkwardly or having poor posture, can spark a muscle to cramp out of nowhere. You might also notice that your reflexes aren't as sharp as they used to be. That's because nerve signals simply travel more slowly in older adults. It's a natural part of aging, but it means your body has less time to correct a misstep or muscle strain before a cramp kicks in. What can you do? First, keep your spine and joints healthy with gentle movement and stretching. Avoid staying in one position for too long, especially if it involves pressure on your lower back. If you have diabetes, stay vigilant about blood sugar control. It protects your nerves. And if you're noticing frequent cramps with tingling, numbness, or weakness, it may be time to talk to your doctor about a nerve evaluation. Your muscles and nerves are a team, and when the lines of communication break down, cramps are often the first sign something's off. 5. Medication side effects and underlying conditions. You might be doing everything right, staying active, drinking water, eating healthy, but still getting those nagging muscle cramps. If that sounds like you, it's time to look at another possibility: your medications and underlying health conditions. Many drugs commonly prescribed to older adults can trigger muscle cramps. Diuretics, often used for high blood pressure or heart failure, flush extra fluid from your body, but they also deplete essential electrolytes like potassium and magnesium. Without those, your muscles become unstable and prone to cramping. Statins, the medications used to manage cholesterol, are another known cause. For some people, they irritate or weaken the muscle tissue, leading to pain, stiffness, or cramps. If you've recently started or changed a medication and notice more cramping, that's worth mentioning to your doctor. There are also hidden medical issues that can play a role. Kidney disease, for instance, affects how your body manages electrolytes and fluids. A sluggish thyroid gland can slow your metabolism and cause your muscles to tighten or spasm. Even something as common as varicose veins can disrupt blood flow and lead to cramps, especially at night. You don't have to stop your medications, but it's important to review them. Bring a full list to your next doctor's visit, especially if cramps are becoming more frequent or intense. A simple dosage adjustment or switching to an alternative medication may offer relief. And don't overlook the importance of blood work. A few key lab tests can check your kidney function, thyroid levels, and mineral balance. Sometimes cramps are your body's way of sounding the alarm, and with the right medical guidance, you can quiet that alarm before it gets louder. Now continuing with the final content section before the conclusion. 6. Prevention strategies and daily habits. By now you've seen that muscle cramps aren't random. They have real understandable causes. And the best part, there are daily habits you can start right now to reduce their frequency and intensity. Start with hydration. Sip water consistently throughout the day, not just when you're thirsty. As we age, the body's thirst signal weakens, so you can be dehydrated without feeling it. Consider keeping a water bottle nearby and setting small reminders to drink. You can also add natural electrolytes with a pinch of sea salt, a splash of lemon juice, or by eating fruits like oranges, bananas, and watermelon. Next, look at your routine around bedtime, because cramps love to strike when you're resting. A few minutes of gentle stretching before bed can make a real difference. Try flexing your calves, thighs, and feet. Pull your toes toward your head while lying in bed, or roll your ankles slowly. This helps improve circulation and keeps your muscles limber while you sleep. Don't forget physical activity during the day. Even light movement like walking Tai Chi or water aerobics helps maintain muscle tone, support circulation, and reduces stiffness. If joint pain limits you, chair yoga or resistance bands can offer low-impact options. Pay attention to your diet as well. Muscle-friendly nutrients like magnesium found in leafy greens and nuts, potassium from sweet potatoes or bananas, and calcium from dairy or fortified foods are all essential. And if your appetite isn't what it used to be, talk to your doctor about supplements that won't interfere with your medications. Finally, consider keeping a cramp diary. Write down when and where the cramp occurred, what you ate, how you slept, and any new medications. Over time, patterns may emerge, and those clues can help both you and your doctor figure out the best prevention plan for you. You don't have to accept muscle cramps as a normal part of aging. With a few changes to your habits and a little extra care, you can take back control and sleep through the night in peace. Now that you understand what causes muscle cramps as you age, you've got the tools to fight back. You've seen how hydration, muscle loss, circulation, nerve health medications, and daily habits all play a part, and more importantly, how you can take simple steps to reduce the pain, the frustration, and those middle-of-the-night wake-up calls. You deserve to feel comfortable in your body, and every cramp you prevent is a small victory for your health, your confidence, and your peace of mind. If this video helped you connect the dots, don't stop here. Click subscribe to stay updated on the health topics that matter most to you. Hit like if you learned something new. And in the comments, just write "no more cramps" if you're ready to take action and reclaim your nights. Together, we'll keep learning how to live well at every age.